Yo, what's going on, guys? Bexio back, and we are going to be talking about Bitcoin and crypto because it is all over the news. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone wants to get involved because of the big price action that we are seeing with Bitcoin right now. But the way that I would say for most people to enter the crypto space or Bitcoin in general is to go out and do the investing. You would say investing, putting your money into these cryptos in this specific order. This is just what I think and what I've done. It's worked well for me, and I think that it's the smartest way to put your money into the cryptocurrency space. So we can see, looking at Bitcoin here, it is over $57,000 right now, and it is just going up and up. It had a little bit of a flash crash the other day where it went down to 54,000, but springed right back up. And now we're talking about $60,000 being broken by Bitcoin. So obviously when you're talking these big prices and price moves, there's a lot of people who want to get involved to make money, and I don't think that that's the right way to approach Bitcoin. I think you should look at Bitcoin the way that of the future, look into the future, and if you think Bitcoin is going to play a big part in the future, if you do your own research, looking into what Bitcoin is, what it does, how what impact it could have on different institutions and different fields in the financial field, and what it can do to banks and stuff, and even for the rest of the world, you got to take a look out from, first world countries and look into every single country in the world, because Bitcoin is borderless, doesn't care what country it is, it can travel anywhere. So to be more successful with Bitcoin, it would take you to look away from the dollar sign. Look towards what the technology can do, if you believe it'll be part of the future, and if you think that its impact will be massive. And I think we've already seen with Bitcoin going over $1 trillion market cap, that regardless of what you think of Bitcoin, it's here to stay. Because $1 trillion asset doesn't form and collapse like nothing, and it was never there. There is a reason Bitcoin reached $1 trillion, and these companies are starting to put part of their balance sheets in Bitcoin. The success of these companies that have done that has been massive. So I can only imagine there's going to be more companies to follow. So when you're looking at Bitcoin, you can look at who is getting involved. I mean, we've seen Tesla and Elon Musk get involved, Michael Saylor and MicroStrategies. Apple started pairing up with BitPay to let people spend Bitcoin wherever Apple Pay is accepted. So it is making big moves, and it's changing how anything can be paid for. People didn't think you would spend Bitcoin, and that's already changing with Apple Pay integrating it, and MasterCard integrating Bitcoin as well. So the biggest thing for someone to do in Bitcoin will be, or in crypto in general, would be to get Bitcoin exposure first. Bitcoin's king. Bitcoin is the #1 current cryptocurrency and will probably hold that spot for, if not forever, for the next 10 years, and it's the least risk asset in crypto. When you put money in, it's safest in Bitcoin because of what Bitcoin is and what it's done for the past 12 to 13 years. And surviving that time proves that it's not just a fad or a flash in the pan. It actually has a reason to be here at the prices it's at and still be working and moving around, and the Bitcoin network still strong as ever on 13 years later after it being created. So it's hard to say, especially with the Bitcoin prices where they're at now. I would have told people to, I would have recommended that people build up one full Bitcoin before venturing out into altcoins. And the only altcoin I would say is worth venturing into to keep money in, long term, and not trade it, is Ethereum. But with crypto and Bitcoin, Bitcoin is the coin to keep your money in, store of wealth, hold it for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, a long period of time. Bitcoin is that asset that has proven itself already. Over the last 10 years, it was the best performing asset of the decade. And these next 10 years, it could claim that title again. It is one of the best. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the best assets performing assets in 2021 so far. But because of the price of Bitcoin being over $57,000, it is expensive to get one Bitcoin. The amount of people who will own one Bitcoin is very slim from this point forward, simply because of the price going so high, and people don't have that kind of money sitting around ready to invest in a single asset. So with crypto, obviously you have to get your Bitcoin exposure and build Bitcoin. I would probably work towards getting at least half a Bitcoin before you put money into something like Ethereum and even other altcoins. I don't mess with other altcoins. I focus on Bitcoin and dabble in a little Ethereum. And I was in altcoins in like 2017, but it's just not worth it. They can look like they're making you a lot of money, but if your money was just in Bitcoin, it would be doing better. So it gives you an illusion of more money and stuff, but most of the time, it's not giving you anything greater in return than just holding Bitcoin. So the reason, obviously, I would say Ethereum is the only other coin worth, holding with Bitcoin. Bitcoin number one, Ethereum number two, after you build a Bitcoin reserve or a Bitcoin portfolio or investment, whatever you want to call it, is because Ethereum basically runs the blockchain. Ethereum is a coin or a network where you can build things on top of it called dApps. And the bet with Ethereum, so if Bitcoin is your bet for digital scarcity, digital gold, store of value, then it is achieving that, doing its job. Your bet is going to be that you think Bitcoin in the future is going to be able to store value better than a currency or even maybe like the S&P 500. Whereas Ethereum, your bet can be it's a little more riskier because your bet's going to be that companies, corporations, countries are going to build on top of the Ethereum network, and with that is less of a sure thing as Bitcoin being a store of wealth for the entire globe. So that's where your more risk comes in. But if you're right, and I think that blockchain is going to play a huge part in the future of the world, so I think Ethereum is going to be massive. So buying Ethereum is still a good idea, and it's basically going to fuel the blockchain technology of the world, where how things are going to operate is going to be in Ethereum. You're seeing it with NFTs now. So the Ethereum network is massive. Bitcoin network is massive. The other altcoins, I just wouldn't mess with. I would just focus on building up Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let me know what you think of crypto, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Are you piling money into just those two? Or are you dabbling in the altcoins? And as always, guys, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys in my next video.